Guys, welcome back to the shop. Well, if you look behind me, not quite the same shop. I know I haven't posted in two and a half months, and I apologize. I should have made a video. As a lot of stuff happened really fast, and I was too excited to make a video, which is weird for me because I really enjoy making these videos. And this is just the intro to the start of this place. And I'm going to show you around. If you stuck around, if you stayed subscribed, or if you're new, thank you. If you are new, I am the Convicted Christian. I am 8 years clean and sober. I did almost 10 years in prison. And now I am free and off parole, all thanks to God's love for me. The verse for today, I'm going to go back to a goodie but an oldie. See what I did there? And 1 Corinthians 13:13. For God made these three, faith, hope, and love, but the greatest of these is love. Don't have a big explanation for it. Just the biggest thing being without love for each other, without love for God, we really can't hope to accomplish the things that we want to accomplish in this life. So, let's move through the world with love. Let's show compassion and be there for each other, even if maybe we don't necessarily agree on everything. So, let's get to the new shop so you guys can see what it's all about. So this is going to be my main lathe area. Eventually I'm going to curtain this off so that it doesn't get anywhere else but right around here. This is the bench that I made, my ultimate workbench. I set it up so that I could use both sides if I'm doing multiple projects, or I can wheel it out and work on it that way. And over here, this is going to be kind of my draw area, my setup for videos, and the like. Here's kind of my fishing area, my boat that's full of wood, a bunch of my ice fishing stuff's up there, my heaters. So this is it, but it is a much, much bigger space than I was in before. Let me know what you guys think. It is fully insulated. So in the wintertime, when I start getting a little chilly up here in the Wisconsin Northwoods, I don't have to worry about trying to heat this entire space and battle the cold as much as I did before. So I'm pretty excited. I'm so blessed in getting this place. Me and my wife, we really needed a space for our family to grow, even if it is more expensive, even if it is more upkeep. I've already had to fix four things. I already had to fix 4 things with the house, but it was provided to us when we needed it, and it was given to us when we didn't think anyone would. So we definitely thank God and thank everyone in our life that allowed for this to happen. We couldn't ask for a better place for our girls. I ended up getting a play set for them, and I built it all up, and so they got a mini playground on this property. We've got outside living area so that we can go outside and enjoy that, and it's just been amazing. There's less traffic here, so it's better for not hearing things in video. I don't know how the acoustics are. I don't have a whole lot of sound dampening, so if this is a little echoey, I'm sorry. But we couldn't have asked for something better. despite my past, despite the poor choices that I've made, even recently. You know, choices that I thought were the right ones, but ended up being not the right ones. And I'm not saying that something like this can happen to anybody. And I'm not saying that it'll happen to everybody. But I truly believe that if it wasn't for the fact of believing, I probably wouldn't have this right now. And that's solely personally for me. If you are struggling with your faith, if you're struggling with choices and decisions, keep going. Life is anything but free of failure, free of mistakes. And you just got to keep going, because eventually you'll find that right decision. You'll find that right path. And you'll be able to walk it with your head held high. I have not done literally any recording of anything. So I will show you what I've been working on. So come with me. Bring you down a little bit. Let me turn this light off. Again, lighting isn't perfect. It's pretty good for a guy that doesn't have a lighting budget. So, I am making little salt and pepper grinders. Now, like I said, I don't have any video of what I've done so far, but I bought these kits. Here's the one design, and give me a second. And here is the other design. This is actually upside down. This should be on the other side. I'm just showing this for demonstration purposes. And this is what it's going to look like. Oh. So got those two things. And I have done, so this is the only one that's different from one side to the other. So I've got these blanks that I've turned and polished. They're mirror images of each other. As you can see, the holes are the same, but the shapes are not. So if I were to get the shapes lined up like this, they would not work. That was honestly a mistake of mine. I put it in the chuck wrong and started turning it, and then realized I turned it wrong, and I'm just going to live with it. And also, when I cut this from the piece of walnut that I was given to me from my father-in-law, there was a bark inclusion, and I got rid of that. And so I put some super glue and I filled it in, and it definitely got a pretty cool effect. This one has a piece that's not quite as noticeable, but I think those turned out pretty good. So now we're going to go into the one where both sides are the same. Here's this one. Now, everything else, including the ones I just showed you, are a 3 buffing wheel polishing system. These two are friction polish, so they're a little bit shinier. Here's the next one. Pretty basic. So I wanted to have some basic designs, and then I wanted to have some more advanced designs. And then here's the one that I really like. Some angles, some steps, a bead on the top. This definitely turned out pretty nice. And it feels good to hold it so I can do my, put this on top of here. And it'll look like that. I think that looks pretty good. Now, one thing I wish that I would have foresaw, because I wish these were taller, is that I did not have to keep them at the length that they said. I thought that meant that it had to be that particular length for this to work. And if you follow their directions exactly, you do have to go their exact height. But if you're willing to step out of your wheelhouse a little bit maybe and try something a little different, you can make them taller. It doesn't affect the grinding process. Making them taller doesn't give you any more capacity, but you do get a taller design. More ability, to do things with that design. I wish I would have seen that. I would have made some of them a little taller, but it is what it is. We're going to stick with it, and we're going to work with what we got. Now, the last thing that I wanted to talk about is that, remember, I don't know if anyone returning viewer remembers that I talked about losing weight and starting, a weight loss journey and, trying to get down to a healthier weight. And I cut some things out. I don't drink a lot of soda anymore. I try to stay away from processed sugars. This isn't medical advice. This is just what worked for me. And so with what I've done and a little bit of exercise that I've added in, I'm actually down 32 pounds from where I started. I started at 405, which is the biggest I've ever been. You get married and you start having the good life, and you really pack on the pounds, which is what happened to me. But I'm down, and I'm just going to keep plugging away. And I hope that, maybe that can give you some encouragement that if you think that, well, I'm too big, I can't get smaller. Yeah, you can. It's work. It just takes time, takes work, but you can get there. But this is going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you if you're a returning viewer. Welcome if you're a new viewer and want to be part of this community. I always said that when I started that I didn't want to really make any money off of this. And I don't want to make profit off of this. But there's a lot of things in my life that I want to do and it's going to be really difficult without support, without people backing me. And so if you are new and you enjoyed this video and my previous videos, if you went back and watched any of them, please give me a subscribe, throw me a comment. I have my wife working on some questions to ask me so that I have something to offer you guys a little bit more in depth about certain things. But I want to get serious about helping people. Sometimes you need to make money. You need to get money to make money. And if I can get this channel to get off the ground a little bit, maybe I can start doing the things that I want to. Donating to causes for at-risk youth and prison reentry of people that actually want to enter into society and be contributing members. You know, allow me to take trips to places that would allow me to talk to people in person. And I could really use the support. I know I've watched all the videos that talk about, you know, how to make your channel successful. And if they say, well, never beg. And it's like, I don't have a problem begging for support if it's for something that's a good cause. Because ultimately, the success of this channel, the success of my videos, relies on you guys. Sharing, commenting, liking. And so I really could use the support. Keep this going. Maybe if you guys want me to get some better lighting or something to enhance the channel, you know, let me know. And I'll see what I can do. But I want to help the world. And without your support, I can't do that. Not with what I'm doing right now. So I hope to see you guys around more. I'm going to be back around. There's going to be another change in the schedule because I'm pretty much done with Life Story. I have one more video to make on that to complete it. But after that, it's pretty much going to be done. And since it's going to be done, I'm only going to make 2 videos a week, and that'll help in some ways. So, thank you guys. I hope you guys have a good day. I hope you guys have a good rest of your week. And always remember, if we're gonna change the world, we gotta step out of our comfort zone so we can change ourselves.